What's up, y'all? We are now 5 days into 2026. I wanted to give my 2026 NBA predictions for the new year, and I have 14 lined up. Some of them are a little bit more realistic, a little bit less realistic, but they're all sort of doable. So I think for entertainment, it'll be fun to go through all 14 of these. My first one, we will see three plus All Stars traded by the deadline, whether it's Trae Young, Anthony Davis, or just a random All Star that we don't see really in trade rumors too much right now. I don't think we're getting another Luka Doncic trade this year, but just another star guy really traded. Number two, the Oklahoma City Thunder will win 70 plus games. They are currently 30-6, so they can only lose six more games. But I think it is possible for this OKC team. They have really been dominant throughout the regular season this year. I don't think they're going to beat that 74 win record that we had them beating whenever they started 24-1. But I do think they can reach that 70 win mark. Next are my award predictions. Number three, and I didn't use the favorite for these awards because it would be easy to say Shai would just win MVP. But my MVP will be Luka Doncic. I think Shai really does have this locked up though. But if anyone could get it, I think it has to be Luka. He has been playing amazing this season. And before the season started, I had him third in MVP behind Shai and Jokic. So I think if it's not going to be Shai and it's not going to be Jokic, it will be Luka Doncic. My rookie of the year is Kon Knippel. He is shooting a ridiculous 42% on 8.5 attempts a game from three. So it's just one of the best shooting rookies we've ever seen. And this rookie of the year race has been one of the most competitive that we've seen in so long. I couldn't even tell who really the favorite was, but I just assumed it will be Cooper Flag because he has been playing amazing this season. But Kon Knippel would be the runner-up, and I think VJ Edgecombe, Jeremiah Fears, Dylan Harper, Derek Queen, all are really in that realm. So I don't know. This could go any way. My fifth prediction, DPOY, is Chet Holmgren. He's anchoring a historic defense right now, and it's hard to get it over Wemby if Wemby does meet the games play requirement. But if anyone can do it, I think it will be Chet Holmgren. My sixth prediction, the Cavs will be a top 6 seed and make it to the second round of the playoffs. The Cavs have really been disappointing this year. They've had one of the worst starts compared to expectations that we've seen, and I just think they will start to put it together. Darius Garland has started to look better and better each game. He's still dealing with his turf toe. But Donovan Mitchell is still playing like an all-NBA player. Evan Mobley is still there defensively. So I think they will start to put it together later in the year if they don't make drastic moves by the deadline. And I think they could make it to the second round. I don't think we have champion expectations for them anymore, but a second round appearance would still be a little bit surprising to me. My seventh prediction, the play-in out east will be the usual Hawks, Bulls, and Heat, as well as the Magic dropping down for the second year in a row. They ended up in the offseason making the Desmond Bane trade, and it just has not looked too great for them. They start to have stretches where they win games, but then Franz is hurt now. Paulo was hurt to start the year. So they just haven't really been looking well. And I had them, I think, at the 4th seed to start the season. And they just haven't been living up to those expectations. So I think they do drop down to the play-in where the Cavs are right now. My eighth prediction is that the Nuggets will fall to the 6th seed with no Jokic and beat the Rockets in the first round. The Nuggets have dealt with injuries throughout their whole roster, and especially in their starting lineup. Jamal Murray seems like he's the only healthy guy in this lineup. Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon ended up coming back the other night versus the Nets, and they just have not looked great, which makes sense. They are coming back from an injury. Cam Johnson went out, and he's going to return in a couple of weeks or so. And then Jonas Valanciunas ended up going out the game after Jokic went out. So they've just dealt with injuries, so they're destined to fall. And I think the Rockets will just be the victim of the Nuggets falling and have to go against them in the first round. My ninth prediction is that out east, the Celtics with Tatum will make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, facing the Knicks, who will then go to the NBA Finals. I think this Celtics team has been playing really well, given the expectations that they have no Tatum. I thought they would fall. They have their own pick. This might be a gap year for them for whenever Tatum does come back. But Jaylen Brown is currently in MVP talks this year and just really willing this Celtics team to the 3 seed right now with no Tatum. So I think once Tatum comes back, they will be a threat in the playoffs. So I think the Eastern Conference Finals will be their ceiling, but I wouldn't be surprised if they made a finals run. My 10th prediction is that the Spurs will lose to the Nuggets in the second round, and we will see a rematch of Nuggets Thunder just this time in the Western Conference Finals. The Spurs have been playing amazing, and they have really high expectations putting on themselves throughout the beginning of the year. They ended up beating the Thunder 3 times, so there's a lot of questions on if they can be a contender, if they will make the finals, if they will make the Western Conference Finals. But eventually, this Nuggets team is just so good. I don't know if Wemby will be able to hold down Jokic with his size. So I think in a playoff series, I think the Nuggets could get the best of the Spurs, and they will go against the Thunder, who they had a 7-game series with last year. My 11th prediction is that the Thunder will beat the Knicks in the finals and be the first repeat champion since 2018. There's a lot of questions on if the Nuggets would become a dynasty in 2023, if the Celtics would become a dynasty in 2024, and now there's questions on if the Thunder can do it. And this might just be another high hopes thing where we thought the Celtics would win the championship last year and they lost in the second round. So there's a chance that the Thunder do too. But in my predictions, I'm putting the Knicks and Thunder in the finals, and I have the Thunder coming out of it. My 12th prediction is that in the draft, we will see a team jump at least 7 spots, landing them in the top 3, like the Mavericks did last year, jumping 10 spots to first, and the Hawks did just the year before, jumping like 9 or 8 spots to first. My 13th prediction is that one of the big 3 draft guys between Cameron Boozer, AJ DeBonza, and Darren Peterson drop to outside the top 5. We saw this last year with Ace Bailey, who he did end up going 5, but he almost dropped out of 5, which it was for his own fault and not for his really talent, but I'm not sure what will happen with these 3 draft guys, and they have had so much hype coming into the draft that I would be really surprised if they fall, but it is just a prediction to put out there. My 14th and final prediction is that by 2027, so the end of 2026, going into 2027, the Jazz, Mavericks, and Wizards all have winning records. It seems like the Mavs are starting to put it together with the pieces they have, which it might just be me throwing in my hometown team, but I think the Mavericks are starting to look a lot better. They have looked awful to start the season, but now they are starting to gain rhythm, beating teams like the Nuggets, the Rockets. So I think, but they still have a losing record. So I think with a full year to develop and maybe even a top draft pick, this team will be a lot better coming into 2027. The Jazz and Wizards also have promising young cores. It seems like Keontae George is really breaking out, as well as Alex Sarr. So it's like you finally build on that and start to leave the rebuild and start to have a winning record by 2027. So that is my 14 predictions for the 2026 calendar year. So y'all let me know y'all's predictions for this year down below, and make sure y'all like and subscribe.